Alrighty guys, Chaseontwowheels here at Triumph in Roswell, and in front of me I have their 2024 Triumph Tiger 900, and this is their GT model. So today we're going to be taking it on our first ride route to see if this thing is a purchase or pass. I'll be letting you guys know that at the end of the video, but to start this thing off, we need to see what it looks like and see what it sounds like. God dog, hold on, a truck's about to pass by. Never mind, grab a cardo with a discount code in the description down below. Thank you, Mr. Truck. You're good. You're good. Truck guy is not as excited as we were that happened. You guys grab a discount on your cardos and listen to music, even if you have a bike that sounds sick like that. See you guys on the next one. I'm gonna go find myself over here. And guys, before we get this video started, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, and that is QuadLock. QuadLock is my absolute favorite phone mounting system, so I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set up my phone mount on the Tiger for this first ride. We're going to start out with the bar clamp. Since we have a handlebar on this bike, it's going to make it super simple. Next up, because I like the versatility, I'm going to use the ball head with the pivoting arm. Now I can move it anywhere I want in this general area. Tighten that down. Next up, to make sure nothing happens to my phone, I'm going to add their vibration damper, which just makes sure all the vibrations from the motorcycle don't translate to my phone. And final piece of the puzzle is the locking mechanism that goes on the top. And now on the Tiger 900 GT, I have a fantastic phone mount. Boom, just like that. If you guys want a discount on QuadLock, we got a link in the description down below. Thank you, QuadLock, for sponsoring the show. Let's get on this thing. Alrighty guys, let's get this first ride started. I gotta say, generally, the Tiger 900 is one of my favorite ADV bikes on the market right now. And is it just me, or does this thing look really low seat height? It is 100% a low seat height. I could swing my leg around that one, no problem. That was actually surprising. This bike feels so low. So guys, I'm 5'10", got a 32-inch inseam, and shockingly, I have bent legs right now on an ADV bike. That makes no sense to me at all, but I am here for it. We are currently in first. Let's get in neutral. So guys, we do have some modes, so let's go through the modes real quick. We got a cool new screen. Look how big this screen is. That's impressive. All right, so we've got road mode. We've got rain mode, off-road. We have sport, road, and then rain. Okay, cool. So we'll start in rain. We'll go down to road, and then we will end in sport. No real need for off-road since the first ride route is a fully road course. So let's start in rain. I know. We'll get there. And then mode button again. Oh, beautiful screen, man. Oh, wait, I hit the button, and it goes away. Or am I? Okay. A little laggy, but it's okay. We still love it. All right, guys. You guys are here to watch me ride it and not talk about it. Or I guess both. Regardless, so let's get it going. Alrighty, Tiger 900 GT. Jesus Christ. Wait. There's no way I'm in rain mode. There's no way that's rain mode. Oh, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say, dude, there's no way rain mode feels that strong. That's more okay. Dude, this thing was gone. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I refuse to believe that the rain mode has that much power. Wow, rain mode, actually, that's interesting. It really calmly brings the power on. I liked that a lot, especially compared to the sport mode that I had it in previously. Also, I feel like this bike is so low to the ground. Like, this feels so strange. I am excited to dig into this thing on this first ride. Also, I just wrecked my freaking Ibex, and I'm in the market for my next ADV bike. Do I need a Triumph? Do I? Oh no, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't be riding this today. Alright guys, so let's get this video started on Triumph's 900 Tiger GT. What seems like a more road-focused ADV bike in Triumph's lineup, as opposed to the higher up models that this 900 class has. Can we go? We can go. Okay. I'm still in rain mode? You can get in trouble in rain mode. That's awesome. Alright guys, let's get this first ride started by talking about the body position. Now, I already said and mentioned that I feel so much lower on this bike. I feel like the bike is just generally way lower. But I have to say the body position is so comfortable. My legs are just slightly back. I've got a perfectly fitting seat right now. It's kind of wide in the back and holds my butt well, but then towards the front it gets thinner, and I love the seat. I love the hardness and everything. My back is pretty upright, and we have this giant windscreen blocking the wind here, and my arms are just down a little bit. I really love this body position. The only thing I would question about it is if I were to stand up and do off-road stuff, I would imagine I would feel like the handlebars are really low. But here for road riding, dude, this is fantastic. Alright guys, let's talk about what is powering this lovely motorcycle here. And it is going to be Triumph's 888cc triple engine. It's going to be good for about, I believe, 106 horsepower and then 66 foot-pounds of torque. And from what I'm noticing, as I will shift into road, now we can be in road mode, I'm a little shocked at how fast this engine revs up. I would not have expected that, and it's been quite surprising. From what I understand, this new model, it's got the same engine as the old model, but they've tweaked it some, and this is all if I understand correctly. I could be wrong, so there's that. But from what I understand, or the research I've done, they've modified the engine a little bit to get more performance out of it and be more fuel efficient, which is absolutely awesome. It's like best of both worlds. Okay, not getting a ticket on this first ride. Alrighty guys, so let's talk about city riding, and as you can tell, Jesus Christ, look at this, dude! This is a 483 pound adventure bike, and oh, you want to change lanes? Okay, cool. No problem. Dude, the maneuverability is shocking. And I'm actually really surprised by the maneuverability, because I know this is an ADV bike, but it feels so small underneath me. I feel like the front is almost angled down because I'm expecting, I don't know, maybe it's when I get on an ADV bike, I expect to be tippy-toed and I expect to be way off the ground. And right now, I'm not. I feel like I'm low to the ground, almost like on a sport bike. Other than the crazy maneuverability of this thing, power-wise, you have so much torquey power here on the street, and this is a motorcycle where you do need to be careful about your power, because it seems like it is giving me that power very quickly, and I do not have to ask really hard for it, and it'll rev you up and get you going. So obviously for an experienced rider, that's a pro. But for somebody that maybe isn't as, attuned with the throttle hand and stuff like that, you can get in trouble here. Also, as a side note, I am feeling a decent amount of heat come onto my legs. So it's something I'm going to keep looking at throughout the day or throughout this ride. but just noting it as I'm feeling it now. Also, speaking of city riding, these mirrors are so good. They're not vibrating at all, and I have such a clear view behind me. And in the city, I love that. I hate having a motorcycle like my MT-10, to be honest. Like, my mirrors are really thin, and it makes it hard to get a good understanding of what's around you. These mirrors are basically the opposite of that. They do a phenomenal job. Time to lean the bike over and see how it feels with traction control. God, dog. The power. Up at 7,000 RPMs, it's like it hits. It hits so good. Oh my gosh, dude, you could freaking race this around a city circuit. Do not do that. I mean, do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I would not recommend doing that. Everybody's trying to inch up on the red lights today. I don't know what's going on. People are, look at the Honda launching off the line. So guys, I'm kind of in a weird spot with the Tiger 900 GT, and I'll explain what I mean. So I'm on an ADV bike, and my arms, the handlebars are wide, and that gives me a lot of control over the bike, and that's awesome. I love ADV bikes for that. But I'm also on a motorcycle that feels low to the ground and feels very agile and very easy to change direction, which is making it a phenomenal road bike. And this is just not what I would expect. You know, ADV bikes normally have good maneuverability, but sometimes they're not as quick to maneuver, and that is not the case with this bike. I feel like I have so much control over this thing, and the power delivery is how do I describe that? It is exactly what I'm asking for when I'm asking for it. So Triumph has absolutely nailed the power delivery connection between the throttle and the engine. I am loving that so much. It's starting to make me reminisce when I was doing my loaner of the Street Triple 765. Something in the technology that Triumph is using on their throttling, I don't know, it hits really freaking well, and very exciting. That can make or break a bike, honestly. And with this bike nailing it like that, and that 675 Street Triple doing it, Triumph has got a really good thing figured out right now. Oh shoot, we're getting on the highway. Oh snap, I'm not ready for it. We gotta get in sport mode. And it takes forever. All right, close throttle. Okay, I did it. Put me in sport mode. We're in sport mode. Sweet, woohoo! Alrighty guys, we got here a little quicker than expected. I'm sorry that the bike is so fast. Alright guys, thanks to our buddies over at Law Tigers. They're our motorcycle lawyer friends. Make sure to call them if anything happens to you on the road. We got to find out how fast the 2024 Triumph Tiger 900 GT will get from 40 miles an hour to 80 miles an hour. Alright, this one's going to be quick. On your mark, get set, and go. I was in too low of a gear, and I don't think it matters. Jesus Christ! A little over 80 on that one, bud. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys can forgive me for that. It's kind of hard on a triple that just wants to go. Is this car gonna chill? They are gonna chill. All right. Alrighty guys, hey, check it out. We're on the highway. We want more wind protection. Boom. One-handed, easy operation. So guys, here on the highway, let's talk about the Tiger 900 GT. One, I'm getting wind just above my helmet, so this windscreen is actually doing a really good job of protecting me from the wind, at least centrally. But I am getting a lot of wind on my arms and my shoulders, which is not really surprising. If I were to do a tour on this, I would see if I could get more wind deflection on the side, because that wind will tire you out if you were going to do like a really long tour. But generally, I think it feels fantastic, other than that little push on the side. Now, maneuverability wise, you know, we're really maneuverable on the city streets, but are we okay, focus? Okay. But on the highway, tracking super well. Let's go ahead and test out cruise control. Double tap there. Fantastic. Love that a lot. I love how simple their cruise control is. It's literally a toggle. And then if I want to disengage, can I roll forward? Yes, I can. Awesome. Absolutely love that. Guys, I don't think I need to say this, but power delivery on the highway is ample. We're in 6th gear, going 83 miles an hour. I'm only right at 5,400 RPMs. The bike is quiet, the bike is chilling. We've got tons of RPM if we needed to get some more speed, which of course, legally you don't. Overall, guys, I am really liking this thing for the highway. Now, talking about vibration, I am getting a little bit of vibration in my handlebars and in my feet. None of it is really that bad. If I wasn't reviewing the motorcycle, I wouldn't even complain about it or mention it. It would just be a thing. I would have no problem doing this long term on the highway, I don't think. I wonder if I could tuck in. Yeah, if I tuck in, it does a little bit, but doesn't really do anything for the sides. Anyway, guys, overall for the highway, absolutely fantastic. And with a 5.6 gallon gas tank, you're gonna be able to go quite a ways. So nice job for the highway, as it should. This bike has a GT in its name. It can't really be bad for the highway, right? Surprisingly, on the highway, I can still feel the heat coming out of the side vents. That's surprising. All right, let's get her leaned over and see how she feels. Loving the suspension right now. It is adjustable. We can change it if we wanted to. Bike feels locked on this turn though. I feel like I got way more space to go if it wasn't for the truck. Nice job. I think we just might keep it in sport mode though. It just seems to fit the vibe. Oh my God, that thing is fantastic. As we pass 2 motorcycle cops. Oh my goodness. Guys, this thing feels way sportier than it has any right to feel. Suspension feels perfectly balanced right now. I love the way it feels. Felt locked on that turn. I still get that quick maneuverability, but I'm able to ride around and feel comfortable. I'm getting a little, like, I can feel the road and the imperfections in the road a little bit. If I bought this motorcycle right now, I wouldn't have to adjust the suspension at all. But luckily, you can. And what's cool about the suspension, I can't really show you guys now, but the suspension is adjustable up front with just your fingers. You can just maneuver it like that. I love that, and I hope more companies start moving towards that, because while I'm really new with learning about suspension, I love it when a suspension is adjustable with no tools. It just makes it a lot easier for you to like play around with the settings and change, you know, the compression and the rebound and whatnot. So I love a toolless suspension change. Oh, this bike is sick. Okay, so sorry, back to the review. I need to focus. Just because the bike is sick does not mean you don't have to review it. Okay, let's talk about the brakes. Bro, the brakes on this bike are so damn overkill. Triumph always seems to do this. We've got dual disc Brembo monoblock calipers up front. This thing will stop quick. Now, if I can get a free spot, I'll show you guys. There is, you guys notice the dive? Hopefully you can see it in the camera. I'll do it one more time. The brakes bite hard and right up front. So while in a sporty situation that's nice for scrubbing off speed, it is something you need to be careful of. Luckily, we are on a motorcycle that has all the electronic rider aids. It's got ABS, it's got cornering ABS. So if you do find yourself getting too much on the brakes, which would be very easy on this bike, you don't have to worry about it. You do have rider aids that'll get your back on that. Jesus Christ, you could stoppie this thing with no problem. You know what, guys, I need to apologize to you. I got too excited talking about all the stuff, and I didn't even talk about the transmission. I really love the transmission on this bike. It fits really well with the power delivery of the bike. So like right when you feel like you're peaking out that power, you can click into the next gear. When you do click into that next gear, there's a really nice like tactile click that you feel, and it's very easy to do the click. It doesn't like take a lot of energy. So there is no quick shifter on this bike. I'm sure it's an aftermarket accessory that you can get, especially with the GT model being kind of a middle ground. There's going to be a lot of accessories that you can get for this that kind of builds it into one of their higher models. Quick shifter wise, I don't know if I don't know. It's kind of a sporty bike. I love the sporty feel, so I think a quick shifter would make a lot of sense on this. So I would recommend doing that if you're picking one up for yourself, especially if you like riding it a little sporty. Hey, we're on the street now, so we can do that. Very simple mechanism here. I like that a lot. I guess I should have my blinker on so that I can let everybody know I want to go. God, this thing revs up so damn fast. I wonder if it'll... I need to play around with the power a little more to find out where it wants to wheelie. Anyway, so yeah, transmission, fantastic, fits the bike absolutely picture perfectly. Now, let's talk about the controls and this massive screen. So that's one of the big changes on this bike is, one, you get a bigger screen than the previous model. And if you notice, this screen looks very similar to the Speed triple screen. So it's a very similar layout and stuff like that. So they've changed that up and given you a bigger screen, which is so nice. Triumph screens are always like top quality. Absolutely love the look of them. And there's so much information there. I mean, like, we can go into the settings. I'm not going to do this while I'm riding, but, or I guess I'm literally doing this while I'm riding. But there's tons of options you can go through the screen. Love that. The only thing I don't like about the screen is the lag. There is a bit of a lag in doing everything. So like if I hit the mode button, I'm now at the mode screen. If I change it to rain mode and click it in, it's going to tell me to turn throttle off and click it in. And now it goes. So there's a little lag there. I don't love the lag. So that takes some time to get where you want to go on the screen. Other than the lag, that's the only thing I would really complain about. Now, as far as the controls, everything is top tier Triumph quality. These are some of the best controls you're going to get. I love the feeling of them. They feel really premium. You get a good click when you click them. Everything's easy to navigate because they've laid it out really well. We've got a very simple mode button. We have a very simple cruise control, and we have a joystick to navigate the menu. Click it in to confirm you want to do a selection. I absolutely love that. I do think the levers could do a little work. They are adjustable. I do appreciate that, but I feel like they're a little cost-cutty. The good thing is you can get new levers very simply. So, you know, if you're going to cut some costs somewhere, bro, do it on the levers. Those things are going to break off anyway if you go off-road. So, like, you know, whatever. Not a big deal at all. But overall, controls-wise, grips-wise, super nice. You get these plastic hand guards, which are super cool. And should be kind of durable if you go off-road. They might... instead of breaking, they might just bend or something like that. Overall, I really like the setup here, guys. I like it a lot. I love that for a 15, or I guess it's 14,995 is what the MSRP is on this bike. For that price, which is, it's kind of where it needs to be on a middleweight adventure bike, but you get some really quality component stuff here. And it just gives you that premium ride experience that I would want to get if I owned a Triumph. I'm still not over being able to have bent legs on an adventure bike. I'm still kind of freaked out by that. It makes it almost not feel like an adventure bike. I almost feel like I'm on a souped up naked, which I guess would be a super naked, which still wouldn't make sense. Anyway, you get it. All right, guys, I know y'all have been looking at that camera car footage. Shout out to all of our First Ride sponsors for allowing us to be able to have that camera car footage. Also, thank you guys for supporting them, because supporting the companies that support us, directly supporting us, guys. So we really appreciate that. But I'm going to turn off up here, and we're going to do a little walk around of the Tiger 900 GT. Show you guys what I like and don't like about the bike. Then we will do all the other stuff. That screen is really responsive too, like at least the gauge. I always think it's funny on these, you know, we're on these bikes with TFTs and stuff now, so we don't have the little physical needle that goes up and down anymore. We always have digital needles, and it's always funny when we have a screen that doesn't respond quickly, and the bike, you'll rev the bike down, and then you'll hear the revs go up, and then the needle comes up, and it's like, you're a little behind there, bud. I will say in sport mode, this bike is a lot. This bike is a lot at low RPM when you're trying to just do like parking lot stuff. I think I would almost put it in road mode if I was doing something like that, just to make it a little easier to control. Good solid kickstand, love that. Alrighty. Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, they put USB-C? Oh, dude, that's sick. I don't think I've seen a bike that puts USB-C on it. Alrighty guys, 2024 Triumph Tiger 900 GT. Overall, solid looking bike. I'm kind of really digging the white and black and gray. I like the monochrome look. Here's those Brembos up front, dual disc, stopping on a dime. And I'm going to put this out there, guys. I think that Triumph makes some of the best looking engines in the game. You know what? No, I'm going to stand behind it. Triumph makes the best looking engines in the game. Tell me if I'm wrong or right in the comments down below. All right, we've got giant exhaust here, kind of typical for ADV bikes these days. And, I can show you guys the suspension. So, all right, so here's our adjustment for the rear. And then on the front, check this out. Literally, just click it. So it looks like that one's got an R, that's got to be rebound. So this one will have a C compression. Sweet. I could literally get to a parking lot, or maybe I'm about to go off-road and I want to change my settings up. I can literally come over here and like click, 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 click. That's really cool. It's not electronic. On the higher end models of the Tigers 900s, they do have electronic suspension, which is super cool. But for that super coolness, you are going to be paying a super lot more. I guess not a super lot more, but like that much more. What else? I love the exhaust headers. Check those out. Little triple. I love a triple, man. The power's been fantastic. So guys, I'm going to grab my phone off the quad lock real quick, and I'm going to record some stuff for our people over on Instagram and TikTok. If you're not following us over there, we're at Chaseontwowheels on TikTok, and we're at C2WPics on Instagram. You'll have to go there to see this stuff, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, everybody, if you guys want to check those videos out, you know where they are. Maybe there's a link in the description. Ooh, I don't know. Go find it for yourself. Alrighty, guys. So we got a couple last things to do. Steering stem lock test to see how fast it turns around or how little space it takes, and then we get to find out if it's a purchase or pass. I don't have to stand on the peg. Foot on the ground, swing it around, boom, on an ADV bike. Kind of shocking. How early can I turn it on with a screen? So I can turn the bike on much faster, and then the screen was like, oh, okay, cool, you just want to go straight into it. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's funny. All right, guys, we're in first. Steering stem is locked. Let's see how much it takes. That's not bad. I would say in the 25 percentile. You know, because math. Alrighty, my friends, let's find out if it's a purchase. Oh, there goes a wheelie. You got to be careful on the motorcycle. Purchase or pass on a Tiger 900 GT. Oh, can we go? Oh, we got plenty of space. All right, no wheelies, no nothing. We're good today. Alrighty, guys, you sat through the whole video to find out the one answer of is the 2024 Tiger 900 GT a purchase or pass? I think it's a pass. Ooh, but wait. Okay, here's my thought process. This is the GT model. This thing costs $14,995, something like that. So just call it 15 grand. The bike costs 15 grand. I have an opinion when it comes to Triumph motorcycles, and hear me out. If I'm going to buy a premium branded motorcycle, I want like all of the bells and whistles, and I'm just going to accept the fact that I'm gonna have to pay more. This motorcycle is a middle tier in the Tiger 900 family, and because of that, there are some pros and cons. One, I love the fact that this bike is available. So, you know, maybe if the top tier nice little nit bits here and there, if those aren't necessarily, you know, needed for you, you get this model and you have a phenomenal road bike. But I want the full Triumph experience, and for that, I would want their Tiger 900 GT Rally Pro, or whatever the hell the top model is called. Because, like, if I'm spending this much money and I've got so many nice things, I want all the nice things, if that makes sense. So if I was personally going to get a 900, I would just save up longer to get the higher up model. I would love to get adjustable suspension, or electronically adjustable suspension. That, on a 900 bike would be absolutely sick. And if I have to pay a little more for it, I think that's worth it. But I honestly don't think, if you're only going to ride this on the road, I don't think the electronically adjustable suspension is worth all the extra money, because you can literally click this with your fingers. And if you're on the road, you really aren't going to be changing that too often. Like, maybe you're going to do sportier riding, or maybe you're going to have bags or a passenger and you want to change some stuff up. But generally, other than that, you're going to leave your suspension like it is. So if you plan on doing road riding only and you're a shorter rider that wants an ADV bike, that is who I would push this bike on. I think you would absolutely love the hell out of this thing. But if you're asking me, I want the top dog. I want everything. That being said, I have massively enjoyed this first ride, and I'm very sad that I'm heading towards the Triumph Roswell, where we borrowed this. By the way, we'll have a bike provided by link in the description for Triumph Roswell. They also have a really cool coffee shop. So not only are the people awesome to work with, but you can grab yourself a coffee and hang out at Pop's Garage. It is a phenomenal place. I highly recommend, if you guys are close to Roswell, Georgia, definitely check it out. If anything, just go in and check it out. That's all I'm recommending you to do. And then you get to see all the pretty bikes. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got on the Tiger 900 GT. If you made it to this point in the video, you're in the outro crew, and let me know in the comments down below, after you like the video, of course, if you're getting the 900, do you go for the cost-saving GT, or do you just save up a little more and you go for the Rally Pro, the big boy, and get all the bells and whistles? You guys on the same page of me, or what? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. I'm Chaseontwowheels. You guys go out there and ride safe. Share this video out with somebody that you think needs a 900 GT from Triumph, and I will see you on the next one. Later.